Hello and welcome back. This is Malvika and you're watching Newsx. We start with the headlines this hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the 11th International Day of Yoga celebrations from Visakhapatnam, emphasizing yoga's role in promoting peace amid growing global instability. He said this year's International Yoga Day theme, Yoga for One Earth, for One Health, highlights the intrinsic link between human well-being and the planet's health. As the Israel-Iran war enters its 9th day, Israeli military chief Eyal Zamir warned citizens to brace for a prolonged campaign, even as diplomatic efforts give no sign of cessation of hostilities on either side. India's third evacuation flight under Operation Sindhu successfully landed at New Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport. The chartered flight, which took off from Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, brought back 290 Indian nationals, primarily students, who had been flown out of conflict-hit Iran. Amid rising global alarm, foreign ministers from Britain, France and Germany met with Iranian representative Abbas Araghchi in Geneva in a bid to de-escalate tensions and revive nuclear negotiations. Soon after the meeting, Araghchi reiterated Tehran's position that it would not resume talks with the United States until Israel halts its aggression. US President Donald Trump has found an unusual backing by Pakistan with a Nobel Peace Prize nomination, citing his decisive diplomatic engagement and pivotal leadership during the 2025 India-Pakistan crisis, which Pakistan credits with preventing a potentially catastrophic conflict between the two nuclear-armed nations. Neeraj Chopra claimed his first Diamond League victory in 2 years, surpassing Germany's Julian Weber after consecutive second-place finishes in Paris. He secured the win with an impressive first-round throw of 88.16 meter in a star-studded lineup that includes 5 members of the elite 90-meter club. Olympic medal-winning Indian Javelin superstar Neeraj Chopra expressed pride in his consistency. We now have some breaking news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces have launched a massive search operation in Jammu and Kashmir Samba district following intelligence inputs indicating suspicious movement in the Barodi area of Bari Brahmana. According to sources, the operation was triggered after mobile phone calls were traced from the area to Pakistan, raising serious security concerns. Teams of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, Special Operations Group and the Indian Army are jointly carrying out the searches. A few locals are currently being questioned as part of the investigation. The situation remains tense and security has been heightened in the region. My colleague Ajay Jandyal is joining us live for more on this story. Ajay, what can you tell us about the latest search operations in Samba? Calls from Pakistan have been traced in the district. What are you picking up?
Yes, according to input, security forces got some specific input after they have traced some local, a suspicious movement in the Barodi area for Bari Brahmana in Samba district, and immediately after this input was received, addition took their rush to the spot, and they are ensuring that if there is any, terrorist or any suspected person, they have to be nabbed and neutralized as soon as possible. Because ahead of Amarnath Yatra, this kind of input means that they need to be very precautious, and that's why authorities, Jammu Beach includes Jammu Kashmir Police Special Operations Group, CRPF and other security agencies took they rush to the spot, and area has been cordoned off where searches are going on in Barodi area of Badi Brahmana. This basically is not far from the Jammu district and the Jammu city, so that's why it is very important to ensure that if any threat is there, that has to be neutralized, because on 3rd of July, Amarnath Yatra is going to be started. So there are already apprehensions that Pakistan could try to disturb peace in Jammu and Kashmir, especially during the Amarnath Yatra. So that's why authorities, they don't want to, take any input lightly. So that's why this major operation has been started in that area to ensure that any threat is there, that has to be neutralized, that has to be traced.
Well, thank you for those updates, Ajay. Meanwhile, a moving farewell in Manipur's Kangpoki as thousands gather to pay their last respects to Lam Nuntham Singson, one of the victims of the tragic Air India crash in Ahmedabad. The 26-year-old cabin crew member was laid to rest at the Kangpoki town cemetery with full honours. Her funeral saw an emotional blend of traditional rituals, military salutes, and heartfelt tributes from civil society, friends, and family. Kangpoki MLA Nemcha Kikgen, visibly emotional, described Lan Nuntham as a symbol of hope and courage. He stated she elevated Kangpoki to a widely identical name on the world map. As she wrapped a traditional shawl around Lam Numtham's coffin, marking a final act of honor. The funeral also saw participation from CRPF personnel who had earlier received her mortal remains at the airport. Her memory now lives on not only as a professional and proud daughter of Manipur, but as an inspiration to many across India. My colleague Nibir Deka is joining us. Nibir, last rites held for the Air India cabin crew member with full state honours. Please take us through the scene at Manipur currently.
Well, yes, Malvika, thousands have gathered at the residence of in Kangpoki district in Gambom, and wherein people came to pay their respects to the 26-year-old. Remember, this is a daughter of Manipur who is to be the breadwinner for her family. So her loss is a big loss for her family, and the civil society organizations, the MLA, the security personnel stations there in the Kangpoki district all came to pay their final respects as the body was laid to rest with full honors at the Kangpoki town cemetery, and the ceremony was also marked by emotional tributes, traditional rituals, and a collective outpouring of grief that we saw among the dignitaries that were present. There was the MLA of Kangpoki, Nemcha, and other officials of the CRPF as well. And this daughter of Manipur has been called as a symbol of hope and courage by the MLA, and indeed so, because she was the breadwinner and she was helping her family, and this indeed a tragic loss wherein the AI flight boarding to London crashed, and with it killed 241 hopes, and among the 241 was the daughter of Manipur. And as a result of that, we saw tributes being poured from different parts of the civil society organizations. 2 people from Manipur died in the crash. Both were cabin crews, one from the Imphal Valley and one from the Kangpoki district. And the emotional display that we have seen on ground is, it tells you the picture of how big of a loss it is for the region.
Well, thank you so much, Nibir, for those updates from Manipur. In some breaking news coming in at this time, in the Kasargod fake currency case, the National Investigation Agency has arrested the key absconder from the Mumbai International Airport. The arrest comes after a simplified extradition process from the UAE was successfully completed. My colleague Shahid Ansari joins us for more on this story. Shahid, a key absconder has been arrested in the fake currency case after extradition from UAE was completed. Take us through the details, please.
मालविका, देखिए, ये जो आरोपी है मोइनुद्दीन अब्बा उमर बेरी नाम है इसका, जिसे कल एयर इंडिया की 920 फ्लाइट से जो है मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पर ये लैंड किया। उसके बाद इसे एनआईए ने अपनी गिरफ्त में ले लिया। दरअसल साल 2013 में फेक करेंसी के मामले में ये कोची से फरार था, और उसके बाद ये देश के अलग अलग हिस्सों में रहा। फिर उसके बाद ये दुबई चला गया। दुबई में ये छुपा रहा। इसके बाद सीबीआई ने इसके बारे में पता लगाया, और इसके बाद दुबई की जो पुलिस फोर्स है, जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय पुलिस से जिनका तालमेल रहता है, उससे मुलाकात की और इसके बारे में उन्हें बताया, और इसके ठिकाने के बारे में उन्होंने बताया। और फिर जो है ये कार्रवाई चल रही थी इसके डिपोर्टेशन को लेकर, जिसके बाद इसको कल दुबई से जो है मुंबई डिपोर्ट किया गया, और डिपोर्ट करने के बाद मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पर इसे गिरफ्तार किया गया। दरअसल आरोप 2013 का जो है, उस आरोप में जो है ये बात पाई गई है कि आरोपी जो है दुबई में जाली करेंसी खरीद कर भारत के बंगलौर इलाके में जो है लाकर इसे फरोख्त करता है। सिर्फ बंगलौर ही नहीं बल्कि देश के अलग अलग हिस्सों में यहाँ से ये जाली करेंसी जो है फरोख्त करता है, जिसके बाद इस पर केस दर्ज हुआ। एनआईए ने जो है इसको यहाँ पे ढूंढा, इसके बाद ये यहाँ से बाहर चला गया, और उसके बाद इसके बारे में एनआईए और सीबीआई दोनों जो है तफ्तीश कर रही थी, लेकिन इसके बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं मिल रही थी। सीबीआई लगातार इसको फॉलो कर रही थी, और जब सीबीआई को पता चला कि यह दुबई में है, तो इंटरपोल की मदद से सीबीआई ने दुबई में इसके ठिकानों का पता लगाया, और उसके बाद इसे भारत लाने की कोशिश की। 2013 से वांटेड इस आरोपी को आज जो है इतने सालों के बाद जो है मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पर जब लाया गया, एयर इंडिया की फ्लाइट 920 से इसको जो है दुबई से लाया गया, और उसके बाद एयरपोर्ट से ही इसे अपनी गिरफ्त में ले लिया गया। अब इस पूरे मामले में जो है एनआईए तफ्तीश करेगी और पता लगाने की कोशिश करेगी कि इस फेक करेंसी के इस मामले में जो है इस सिंडिकेट में भारत के में रहने वाले दुबई में और कितने लोग इसमें शामिल हो सकते हैं। अब तक की जानकारी में जो बातें सामने आई है, दुबई और भारत और इसके अलावा नेपाल जैसे कई राज्यों से इस तरह की फेक करेंसी का जो सर्कुलेशन है और ख़ासकर जो है भारत में वो लाकर फ़रोख्त की जाती है। इसके ज़रिए भी जो है दुबई से जो है ये करेंसी ली गई थी और बेंगलोर में जो है ये करेंसी यहाँ लाकर जो है फेक करेंसी यहाँ पे लाई गई और यहाँ पे बेंगलोर के बाद भारत के अलग अलग हिस्सों में इसे बेचा गया। अब इसके साथ साथ जो है एनआईए को इसके अलावा भी और कई सारे इस सिंडिकेट में जितने लोग शामिल हैं उनको गिरफ्तार करना और ये पता लगाना कि ऐसे कौन कौन से लोग हैं जो भारत में रहकर जो है भारत विरोधी जो है मुहिम में हिस्सा लेते हैं। क्योंकि यहाँ से आपको मैं बता दूं कि पहले नेपाल के रास्ते से भारत में करेंसी मंगाई जाती थी, लेकिन मौजूदा वक्त में दुबई, पाकिस्तान और नेपाल, इन तीनों जगहों से जो है, इन तीनों देशों से जो है करेंसी का सिलसिला जो है अभी भी जारी है। लेकिन इसके बारे में जब पता चला है तो जानकारी में ये बात सामने आई है कि ये दुबई से फेक करेंसी लेकर आता था और भारत में जो है उसका व्यापार किया करता था, जिसकी अब गिरफ्तारी हो गई है। जी मालविका।
Well, thank you, Shahid, for those details. In some more breaking news, the International Police Cooperation Unit of the CBI, in collaboration with NCB Abu Dhabi, successfully brought back wanted red notice subject Upavan Pawan Jain to India. Upavan Pawan Jain has returned as a deportee at Ahmedabad International Airport in Gujarat from Dubai. The subject was earlier geolocated in UAE through close follow-up by CBI through the Interpol with NCB Abu Dhabi. He is wanted by Gujarat Police in a case registered at Adazan Police Station in Surat, Gujarat on allegations of cheating by impersonation, dishonestly inducing delivery of property, forgery of valuable security and of criminal conspiracy. My colleague Jatin Raval joins us for more. Jatin, Upavan Pawan Jain, a key accused arrested from Gujarat, from Dubai and brought back to Gujarat. What is the latest that you're picking up?
जी देखिए, बिल्कुल जो है आपको बता दूं, सीबीआई को ये काफी एक बड़ी जो कामयाबी है वो हासिल हुआ है, क्योंकि सीबीआई ने इंटरपोल चैनल के जरिए दुबई से भगोड़े उपन जैन जो है उसकी वापसी की सुनिश्चित की। ये आरोपी गुजरात पुलिस द्वारा जो है वो वांछित था और 20 जून यानी कल उसको यूएई से उसको भारत यानी कि अहमदाबाद इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट पर जो है वो उसको कल जो है वो लाया गया था। सीबीआई की इंटरनेशनल पुलिस कॉर्पोरेशन यूनिट यानी कि आईपीसीयू ने अबू धाबी स्थित एनसीबी के साथ मिलकर रेड नोटिस सब्जेक्ट उपन पवन जैन को अहमदाबाद से इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट लाने की जो कोशिश है वो की थी और उसमें सफलता उसको प्राप्त हुई। ये आरोपी के खिलाफ जो है गुजरात के सूरत पुलिस स्टेशन में इसके खिलाफ जो है वो केस था। तकरीबन 3 करोड़ 66 लाख की ठगी का इसके ऊपर जो है वो आरोप जो है वो लगाया गया था। वहां पर जो प्रॉपर्टी एजेंट के तौर पर ये जो उपन पवन जैन नाम का जो शख्स है वो काम करता था और वहां उसी में उसने जो है पहले प्रॉपर्टी डीलरों को जो है उसने पहले प्रॉपर्टी वगैरह दिखाई, फिर उसको लेने के लिए मना किया, फिर नकली जो आरोपी नकली जो लोग हैं वो खड़े करके उनके नाम से नकली दस्तावेज, नकली बैंक अकाउंट वगैरह जारी करके जो है वो उसने 3 करोड़ 66 लाख ठगी का जो गुनाह था वो उसने किया था। और उसी के चलते जो है गुजरात पुलिस जो सीबीआई है उसने इसके खिलाफ जो है वो शिकायत दर्ज की थी और गृह मंत्रालय और साथ ही साथ जो इंटरनेशनल पुलिस काउंसिल है सभी ने साथ मिलकर जो है ये ऑपरेशन जो है ये इसको सफल बनाया है। जी।
Well, thank you, Jatin. Meanwhile, in some more breaking news, in another major feat, Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra has won the Paris Diamond League Javelin title with a first round 88.16 meter throw in a star-studded lineup that included 5 members of the elite 90 meter club. The Indian Olympic champion clinched his first Diamond League victory of 2025, edging out Germany's Julian Weber in a thrilling battle. Olympic medal winning Indian javelin superstar Neeraj Chopra expressed pride in his consistency. Sunil Yash Kalra is joining us for more on this story. Sir, a big win for Neeraj Chopra in Paris. How are you viewing India's latest big win in the sport?
Well, at such a young age, he's become a consistent performer. When you look at the timed league, traditionally he's been performing phenomenally well since 2022. So 22, 23, 24 and 25. When you look at all those years of consistency, he's never been out of the medal contention there. And one good factor here is that he's been scoring, he's been throwing at 87 plus consistently in the last 36 months. And that's what talks about the consistency of Neeraj Chopra. Remember, he's not lost any medal since the time Tokyo Olympics happened. And when you come close to the 87, 88 mark, that tells you about the story. Remember, these are the times when all the five, as you mentioned in your story, there are five competitors who are throwing in that 90 meters mark. And to win a gold at that point of time is absolutely an incredible feat, not only in terms of pride in Javelin, but as a nation, we should take great pride that we have Neeraj Chopra at this point, who's consistently out of any controversy, any jingoism. He just does his work, does his practice, and goes back to do what he does best, which is winning the medals, and especially gold medals. He's got a habit of doing that, but last night's feat was incredible, especially after Doha's throw at that point of time. Alvika.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us, sir. Meanwhile, taking a look at International Yoga Day celebrations from Ladakh to London, the world celebrates International Yoga Day 2025. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the 11th International Day of Yoga celebrations from Visakhapatnam, emphasizing yoga's role in promoting peace amid growing global instability. Addressing a large gathering in Visakhapatnam, Prime Minister Modi described yoga as a pause button that humanity needs to breathe, balance, and become whole again. He added that yoga is a wonderful system that takes us from me to we, highlighting its power to foster global unity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi further said that this year's International Yoga Day theme of Yoga for One Earth for One Health highlights the intrinsic link between human well-being and the planet's health. Prime Minister Modi also reflected on yoga's global journey over the past decade, recalling the overwhelming international support India received when it proposed the idea of an International Day of Yoga. Globally, Indian embassies and cultural centers are actively conducting yoga demonstrations and awareness campaigns on the 11th International Yoga Day, further strengthening India's cultural diplomacy and leadership in wellness. Meanwhile, my colleagues Ajay Jandyal and Mehendi Garg have filed ground reports. Take a look.
आज राजधानी दिल्ली में हर जगह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस मनाया जा रहा है। 11वां अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस ये है और हम सोनिया विहार में मौजूद है, जहां पर मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता खुद जो है वो ये योगा दिवस मनाने के लिए पहुंची हैं। उनके साथ में सांसद मनोज तिवारी मौजूद हैं और साथ ही कैबिनेट मंत्री कपिल मिश्रा मौजूद हैं। तस्वीरें देखिए कितनी खूबसूरत ये तस्वीरें हैं कि यमुना के तट पर, यमुना के घाट पर जो कि सोनिया विहार में है, वहाँ पर ये जो पूरी योगा है वो की जा रही है। और योगा को बढ़ावा देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी अपना जो बयान है वो दिया और उसके बाद से दिल्ली में भी जगह जगह पर ये जो योगा दिवस है वो मनाया जा रहा है। सभी मंत्री, केंद्रीय मंत्री या फिर दिल्ली सरकार के मंत्री योगा करते हुए आज के दिन में नजर आ रहे हैं। योगा को बढ़ावा देने के लिए, लोगों में स्वास्थ्य का महत्व जो है वो बताने के लिए। और इस बार की योगा थीम की अगर बात की जाए तो वो दिया गया है योगा फॉर वन अर्थ एंड वन हेल्थ। तो इस थीम के साथ में पूरी दिल्ली आज योगा करते हुए नजर आ रही है। तस्वीरें देखिए कि कितने लोग यहाँ पर जुटे हैं। लगातार योगा जो है वो उनके द्वारा की जा रही है और दूर दूर तक जो तट है वो यमुना का तट दिखाई देगा। सोनिया विहार ये इलाका है और सोनिया विहार माना जाता है यमुना में सबसे साफ यमुना का तट जो है वो सोनिया विहार का है। यहाँ से बहुत सी जो नई शुरुआतें हैं यमुना को लेकर, रिवर फ्रंट को लेकर वो भी की जाएंगी। तो ऐसे में रेखा सरकार ने योगा दिवस भी इसी जो लोकेशन है, इसी जगह पर मनाने का फैसला किया। तो बेशक बड़ा संदेश देने की कोशिश है। यमुना मैया की जय से आज के दिन की जो है वो शुरुआत की गई। तो ऐसे में लगातार पूरा देश जो है आज अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस मना रहा है। तो आप अपनी सेहत का बहुत ध्यान रखें, बहुत ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है सेहत का ध्यान रखना, स्वास्थ्य का ध्यान रखना। उसी का और मनोबल बढ़ाने के लिए सभी का पूरा जो देश है वो आज अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस मना रहा है। सभी बड़े नेता जो हैं वो देश की जनता के साथ या फिर दिल्ली की जनता के साथ मुख्यमंत्री योगा दिवस मनाते हुए नजर आ रही हैं। कैमरा पर्सन अंकुश के साथ मैं मेहंदी गर्ग के
In some more breaking news coming in at this hour, Amit Malvi has hit out at the Congress party for allegedly misrepresenting a recent Swiss National Bank report to fuel false claims on black money. He said that the Congress, through its official media handle, suggested that Indian black money in Swiss banks has tripled, an allegation now being called factually incorrect and misleading. He tweeted on social media platform X, stating that according to official clarification, the rise from 427 million to over 3,000 million Swiss francs pertains to routine interbank liabilities and not individual deposits, often linked to black money concerns. In fact, personal deposits by Indian nationals have dropped nearly 80% since 2013, standing at just 346 million francs in 2024. My colleague Mehendi Garg joins us for more. Mehendi, Amit Malvi has now hit out at the Congress, labeling concerns about black money as factually incorrect. What is the latest that you're picking up about the report and on the political slugfest that has emerged?
Well, indeed, Malvika, right now, the politics have erupted over this matter, and now Amit Malvi has taken a jibe at Congress party, saying that this is a fake narrative that Congress is spreading. And he also, took it to his X platform and mentioned that how the Congress party's official media handle has once again resorted to spreading lies, and he has targeted the Congress party over this matter and said that, this time they have misrepresented a report from the Swiss National Bank to falsely claim that black money held by Indians in Swiss banks has tripled. And not only this, Malvika, but Amit Malvi has also stated some facts in his post, and he mentioned that how the Swiss National Bank's report clearly distinguishes between the amounts due to Indian banks and also deposits by Indian nationals. So he, put out some facts and figures also about 2024, saying that amounts due to Indian banks rose from 427 million to 3,022 million Swiss francs, a result of routine interbank transactions and not black money. And the second fact that Amit Malvi has put out is that the deposits by Indian nationals stood at 346 million francs, which is nearly, around 80% lower than the 1,656 million francs recorded in 2013. So, indeed, this is a targeting post, we can say, for the Congress party that Amit Malvi has done. And also he mentioned that how Congress's claim is not just incorrect, but it is a deliberately misleading tactic. Congress have perfected over the years. So these are some of the allegations that Amit Malvi has also put over the Congress party. Yes, Malvika.
Well, thank you so much, Mehendi. Meanwhile, in some breaking news coming out of the Delhi NCR region, Gurugram Police has busted an international drug network, arresting 8 individuals, 7 of whom are foreign nationals, and seizing drugs worth over rupees 1 crore. The operation was led by the crime branch team from Sector 43, which first arrested a Nepali national, Bimal Pahadi, from Gurugram Sector 39. He was found in possession of 1.60 kilograms of sulfa and 116 grams of cocaine. A large quantity of drugs was recovered during the raids, including 904 grams of cocaine, nearly 2 kilograms of raw cocaine, and 42 mobile phones. Let's listen in to what the police officials have said about the sale.
हमें मुखर खास ने सूचना दी कि एक नेपाल के रहने वाले हैं जिनका नाम विमल पहाड़ी है। नेपाल में वो पोखरा के रहने वाले हैं और अक्सर नेपाल से आते हैं और हिंदुस्तान से NDPS यानी कि नशीला पदार्थ खरीद कर नेपाल में महंगे दामों में बेचते हैं। सूचना को सच्ची पाकर नियम अनुसार हमने कार्रवाई की और होटल हिमालय के पास वो खड़े थे, वहाँ जाके फ़ौरन रेड की नियम अनुसार। तो हमने उससे 117 ग्राम तैयारशुदा कोकीन, 1060 ग्राम सुल्फा बरामद किया और हमने पूछा कि आप इसको कहाँ से लेके आते हैं नशीले पदार्थ को। तो उसने बतलाया ये नशीला पदार्थ मैं दिल्ली से ख़रीद कर लेके आता हूँ। जो डेविड और एक लाल कोठारी जो उनकी गर्लफ्रेंड है वो मुझे ये नशीला पदार्थ देते हैं। हमने फ़ौरन रेड की तो महेंद्र पार्क डावरी से लाल कोठारी को और पालम कॉलोनी से डेविड जॉन को गिरफ्तार किया।
My colleague Gulshan Grover is joining us for more. Gulshan, big bust made by police in Gurugram. Drugs of over rupees 1 crore have been seized and 7 foreign nationals from 8 total arrested in the case. What is the latest that you're picking up?
गुड़गांव पुलिस ने एक बड़े विदेशी ड्रग नेटवर्क का भंडाफोड़ किया है। लगभग पुलिस ने 1 करोड़ रुपए की ड्रग्स के साथ 8 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया है। हालांकि इससे पहले गुड़गांव की क्राइम ब्रांच ने केवल एक नेपाली व्यक्ति जिसका नाम विमल पहाड़ी है उसे गिरफ्तार किया था, और उसकी गिरफ्तारी के बाद जब उसे रिमांड पर ले जाया गया तो ये फिर खुलासा हुआ कि वो दिल्ली से ड्रग्स लेकर जो कि नेपाल में वो बेचता था, और उसके साथ अन्य जो साथी थे वो भी इस पूरे मामले में शामिल थे। तो अब टोटल 6 नाइजीरियन, 1 नेपाली और एक मिजोरम की रहने वाली एक महिला को भी अब गिरफ्तार किया है। तो अब तक 8 लोग इसमें गिरफ्तार हो चुके हैं, जिनसे बड़ी मात्रा में जो कि अलग अलग तरह का नशीला पदार्थ बरामद किया गया है, जिसमें 1 किलो 60 ग्राम सुल्फक बरामद किया गया है। इसके अलावा 904 ग्राम कोकीन बरामद की गई है, 2 किलो 34 ग्राम कच्चा कोकीन बरामद किया गया है, 3 इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्केल्स बरामद किए गए हैं, 42 मोबाइल फोन इनसे बरामद हुए हैं, 8 पैकिंग पैकेट भी बरामद हुए हैं, 6 बंडल सेल टेप हुए हैं। और इसके अलावा जो नाइजीरियन नागरिक यहाँ पर रह रहे थे और उनका पासपोर्ट भी जो है वो, उनका वीजा जो है वो खत्म हो चुका था, उसके बावजूद भी वो भारत में रह रहे थे। तो फिलहाल और भी अन्य लोग कौन कौन है इस पूरे इस गैंग में, तो उनकी भी तलाश अभी क्राइम ब्रांच कर रही है। लेकिन अभी 8 लोग गिरफ्तार किए, जिनसे बड़ी मात्रा में लगभग इनकी कीमत 1 करोड़ रुपए बताई जा रही है कि 1 करोड़ रुपए का नशीला पदार्थ जो कि गुड़गांव पुलिस ने बरामद किया है।
Well, thank you, Gulshan. Let's now take a look at the Iran-Israel war. In some breaking news coming in amid rising global alarm, foreign ministers from Britain, France and Germany met with Iranian counterpart Abbas Araghchi in Geneva in a bid to de-escalate tensions and revive nuclear negotiations. Soon after the meeting, however, Araghchi reiterated Tehran's position that it would not resume talks with the United States until Israel halts its aggression. My colleague Brian Thomas joins us for more on this story. Brian, foreign ministers from Britain, France and Germany have met with Abbas Araghchi. However, Iran has stated that no negotiations with the United States will take place until Israel halts all aggressions. What are you picking up?
Well, Malvika, clearly now as global concerns grows over the escalation between both Israel and Iran conflict, foreign ministers from Britain, France and Germany held high-level talks with Iranian envoy Abbas Araghchi in Geneva. That happened even in a last-ditch effort to de-escalate hostilities and revive the stalled Iran nuclear negotiations. Now, very importantly, also despite the diplomatic outreach, Iran remained firm. Araghchi also speaking shortly after the meeting reiterated Tehran's stance that it will not return to direct talks with the United States unless Israel halts its military operations, and said that there can be no meaningful dialogue as long as Israel aggression continues. And Araghchi also reportedly told European diplomats during the closed-door session. Now, this meeting also underscored mounting pressure on Iran also from the EU3, that is UK, France and Germany, to prevent further escalation and even avoid a broader regional fallout.
Well, stay on with this, Brian. In some more news that we're picking up, as the Iran-Israel conflict enters its 9th day, a shocking visual from a children's center in Israel has surfaced. The video clearly shows a children's center being hit by an Iranian ballistic missile. Releasing the video on its social media page that you can currently see on your screens, the Israeli Defense Forces exclaimed that this is the reason that they are fighting with Iran. My colleague Brian Thomas is still with us. Brian, shocking visuals coming out of Israel. Take us through the details, please.
Clearly very shocking surveillance footages also that have been released by the Israel Defense Force. That shows a moment also where Iranian ballistic missile struck a children's center in southern Israel, which was located near Beersheba. Some of the visuals also that we are flashing also circulate across global media have been showing, capturing a direct hit on the structure during the early morning hours. There have been emergency services also that confirm multiple injuries, including the number of children present at the time is still being verified itself. But again, this footage has also sparked international outrage, with humanitarian agencies also condemning the targeting of civilian infrastructure itself, and that has been posted by ITF itself, Malvika.
Thank you, Brian, for those details. That's all for this bulletin. We'll slip into a short break.